Hello, what are you up to? What you found? Ah, what is it? Is that rabbits? The rabbits down there. I think you might be right.
So it's 4:58 in the morning, Friday. We're going to the car boot in about an hour's time, and then I've got to drop my daughter off at the train station because she's going to see her friend's graduation. And then we're going to a local nursery today to pick up some compost and see what else they've got. It's supposed to be a very reasonably priced one, sort of a local one, just not one of these big national garden centres. Looking forward to that, and I'll try and take some footage. Do a little bit of breakfast? Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit of something. Come on in here. Great. There you go. So this is my view every morning for breakfast. I get up ridiculously early. I had a newsagents for many years, or various newsagents, and I automatically wake up about between 4 and 5. So often, by the time everybody else has got up, I've done a couple of hours work. But yeah, not a bad view first thing in the morning for my coffee. So yesterday I ordered some staging for the greenhouses. So that comes today because they're fairly empty at the moment. The guy obviously took what he'd had before. There's one sort of bit of staging there where we can do a bit of potting, but I need quite a lot more. So yeah, that's coming today. So we'll put that up either today or tomorrow. I can't think what else I've ordered. A platform, yeah. A platform to cut the hedge. Only, it's not huge, any of the hedges. So it's only maybe 1.5 foot high, but it'll just help get to the top. I've got one of those extended hedge cutters that came in last week from Bosch. Seems to be okay. I'll show you that later on. But yeah, then all set up to cut the hedges. I have trimmed the front of this one just in the kitchen garden. I've still got behind the greenhouses onwards, and then there's that bit of Leylandii, and then there's the privet hedge around the front. So I have probably got something like about, I don't know, 100 foot of hedging to do on either side. Just arrived at the car boot, so spend about an hour here and then get back to the garden. So we just got back from that nursery that I told you about. Very, very good. Really, really reasonable prices. I got some. Oh, this is the shed. It's going to be the potting shed. It's pretty big. So let's have a look. So I don't know what's that. Just under 6 foot, so about 8-9 foot to halfway, so 18 foot. Again, 12 foot that way, so a pretty decent sized shed. The reason I've come in here is that was the compost that we bought. Supposed to be good stuff, I've heard. So I've got 2 bags of that. One is in here. Just before I show you what else I've got. So the shed's really good, it's just got a bit of a problem up there, which I need to sort out. Just on this corner, otherwise it's really, really solid. But yeah, this corner, it's got a few little gaps, and I think the felt's cracked a little bit on the top, but everywhere else looks spot on. So I'm going to either get some sort of staging or actually make something to go the whole length of that. Probably the whole length of that. And then this will be the potting shed, which looks out onto the kitchen garden. So that'll be ideal. So this is what we bought from the nursery as well. We weren't actually going for any plants, we were just going for the compost and having a look round. But we got that, which is, let's have a look. Obviously it's a fuchsia, but it's called Delta Sarah. And it is in a very, very decent sized pot, as you can see. Garden centre, what do you think that would be? Fairly decent price. I got that for £6. What do you think, Jen? You alright? Yeah? Right, and then osteospermum there, £2. This, I thought it was Oxide Daisy, but it's called Grand Daisy. £5. And then this little sort of ground cover plant, sort of like yellow and orange flowers on it. I think it's called Oxalis. That was 50p. So in total, 2 very big sacks of compost and big fuchsia, which I reckon you'd pay £15 for at least at a guy in the garden centre, and that you'd pay a good 12, whatever. But anyway, I got everything for £33. Not bad. Went to the car boot this morning, got a good deal on there, so I got the 3 white lavenders for £2.50 each, and they're in a decent sized pot. We'll take a lot of cuttings from them and really build up the white lavenders next year. And the Rebecca Black Eye Susan is very decent sort of size, and that was £4.50, but I managed to get a little deal, so we got all 4 for a tenner. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. I didn't get any coverage at the nursery. I will do next time we go. Definitely go back there again. I'm not going to bother with the sort of mainstream garden centre, but I can get stuff with car boots and there for such cheap prices. There's the other big bag of bedding compost.
I gave this a clean out yesterday. It was pretty grubby. I washed the windows for the first time. They'll need doing again, but I've done inside and out and cleaned everything. So that is all ready for starting taking cuttings. We're going to do some lavender cuttings in the next few days. I've certainly got plenty of stock of lavender to do that. But all those lavenders, they're all getting, if you actually look at underneath the flower, they're getting very, very tired. They've been there a good few years. So I will gradually replace them with new stock. That will take cuttings from there. It's another beautiful day. It is 27 degrees at the moment, and it's saying it's going to get to 28, 29. So obviously that's in the shade. In the sun at the moment, it's bloody boiling. Are you struggling, Jenny? Should we go inside and get a drink? Yeah? Come on in. Okay, so we've just had a delivery from Amazon, a couple of boxes over there which have nothing to do with our gardening. Some worming tablets for the dog and a handrail for a shower because my elderly mother-in-law is coming next week. But this one's quite interesting. We have got a bug zapper. So we're noticing quite a few flies in the house. Obviously, we're in the middle of the countryside and we've got big patio doors open, we've got lots of windows open. We have got a fly screen, but this fly is taking the piss because he's on the inside of the fly screen, and there's another one there as well. So it's not working totally. What we're going to do is we're going to get this bug zapper up, maybe up there in this sort of utility room. And yeah, let me just put this down for a second and we'll get it out, have a look at it. So here it is. Doesn't look bad, does it? I've read up on it and it's supposed to be quite effective. So I'm going to set that up later on, and we shall see the results. I'll let you know. It's supposed to make quite a noise when it zaps one, so that'll be interesting. Probably set the dog off barking, and I'll regret buying it. But let's see if it helps with the flies. What was the other thing? Just some Jubilee clips. I plugged in our washing machine yesterday, and there's slight leak on the drain pipe. So the drainage hose. So we'll tighten that up with one of those, and then we've got plenty of Jubilee clips. Yeah, nothing else really of interest, but I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this thing. Okay, let's try and find where we're going to put this. Ooh, a nice fly just went by it. Let's hope that fly will be a dead fly. How long until we catch our first one? It's alright doing this YouTube stuff, but everything you've got to do is bloody one-handed, which doesn't really make things easy. Okay, so wire looks to be okay. And any debris, don't let it fall, not touching any of the wires. Right, here we go. That wasn't very dramatic, was it? Ah, is there a button? Aha, there's a button. Ooh, that's cool. Disco. Right, let's leave it there and see what happens. Okay, so didn't catch any in the little sort of utility room, so I've moved it in here where there's more flies. Got through about a bottle of wine, and so far we are on 0 flies. Buzzbug not doing too well. It did say that it's better at night time because those lights attract the flies. So let's see, how many bottles of wine can I have before we catch a fly? Oops. It is 10 o'clock. I was just laying in the lounge, drinking a whiskey. I heard a noise. This definitely went off. I can't see any evidence. Or actually, is that like a fly leg or something at the back there? Yeah, I think it is. We caught our first fly. Success. 6-7 hours of electricity. But we got a fly. Excellent. Morning. Saturday morning, off to a car boot. It's going to be another warm day today. And we've got lots to do. Yeah, so we'll go to a car boot and then crack on with a few jobs in the garden. Got a few deliveries coming. So my normal stereotypical day really. But I'm not complaining. There's Jen. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning. How are you? You a good girl. There was a rabbit and it just would not move from the fence yesterday. A real sort of baby rabbit, and just sat the other side of the fence, just running up and down, and it sent her a bit loopy. So she got absolutely fixated on going there immediately as soon as she was let out every time. And she started digging at the fence and everything, which is the last thing we need. Her trying to sort of escape the rabbit proofing. But hopefully it won't be there today. Because of how flat Lincolnshire is, you get some amazing skies. Look at that cloud formation. So another car boot. It is beautiful. Lovely day. Go get some bargains. Oh, I saw a job.
Yeah, I've got a new hat. I bought it especially for my daughter's graduation next week, but I think she's going to love that. Where are we going? Which way?
Which one did we go to? I think we were about here, weren't we? Oh. The mad woman with the sombrero is causing carnage.
Havoc wherever I go. You're just jealous.
So yeah, we had we have a eucalyptus there, but from past experience they can grow huge very, very quickly, and I think it was a bit too big for the garden already, so that has been well and truly trimmed, to say the least. I say now it is, what, let's have a look, it's 11 foot high, so it's reachable, and so all I will do now is just trim new growth each year, and hopefully that'll encourage it to keep a nicer shape. It was all over the place, it was pushing past these here into 3 or 4 more shrubs down there, and yeah, I've tidied it all up. Fairly neat job. I haven't got a chainsaw, so it was just with a bow saw, but I'm quite pleased with that. And then we can really get into the rest of the big border, and hopefully it will be a benefit in years to come, and it just won't get too huge. So now we just got to sort out all the waste. Jenny's helping me. Jenny, she's loving it. Absolutely loves it. It's just huge big sticks for her. Right, it's Saturday evening. Gonna get those plants either potted up or put into position in the garden that we bought at the nursery yesterday and the car boot yesterday. So let me turn the camera around. So these are the plants: fuchsia, osteospermum, the grand daisy, or oxide daisy, whatever it is, oxalis, rudbeckia, and white lavender. It's a manhole cover which we want to put a big pot on, so I'll probably put the rudbeckia on there. We want to totally redo or revamp the big border, but we've got there's no sort of main sewerage here, so you have to have a septic tank, and that's got to be rerouted. It goes into the farmer's field, and it's got to not go in the farmer's field. Long story, but it's all legal stuff when we took over. So that has got to sort of like lead away from there across here, and we don't know exactly where, but it's going to get somehow under the hedge and then right towards where my car is, basically, and then it goes on nobody else's land. So although I want to totally redo this part of the main border, because it shouldn't really have rhubarb in it, that wants to go in the kitchen garden, I don't really want to start planting up the new plants just in case this has got to be dug up. It's about 4 weeks time that they come and do the work. Not exactly sure how disruptive it's going to be, but if it's got to go in a line from there to there, there's no point in putting new planting in. So all I'm going to do is get this rhubarb out and prep the bed, and then we'll plant up in the autumn. So those plants, although I would have liked to have put certainly the rudbeckia in there and 1 or 2 other things, we're going to put a few in pots. So we haven't got the perfect pot yet, but we're going to put a couple of the pots just to either side of the door, so lavender in each there. We are going to, so the rudbeckia can go there on a big pot, and then the other smaller plants we'll find a home for. In fact, if we look around here, okay, so this big pot here, it looks almost coppery, but it's not. It's actually plastic. It's a good sort of fake coppery pot. We're going to clear that out, freshen up the compost, and then that can go around the side here. Let me show you. So that's not big enough, that pot there, for that little circle, so we're going to put that there. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with it and I'll show you the results shortly. Are you coming? Come on. Right, here's our neighbours. Hello. How are you?
Oh, the flies around the eyes.
They just stare you out, don't they?
Yeah. Some of them look grumpy and some of them just
In
look
gem.
nosy, don't they? Oh. We haven't got anything for you.
Hello.
Alright, we don't need to listen too much. Jenny, come on, this way. This way, Jenny.
So everything's planted now. Just watering everything in.
Is that enough?
Yeah, definitely.
What else?
There's the other, these two here, isn't it? What's that called again?
Oxalis or something?
Oxalis or something, isn't it?
Something. I'm going to give that one a bit more as well.
Oh yeah, that's salvia that we did last week. And a little bit for lavender if you got it. Cool.
Is that about right?
Yeah, it's good. Getting there, but we've got just the two lavenders and the fuchsia.
What bargain? £6.
Incredible, isn't it?
Is that about right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll maybe do some more in a bit, but
Don't think there's enough there to do with that.
just do a little bit with each of the fuchsias and lavenders, and then I'll do a second round in half an hour's time before it gets dark. There's plenty in that one, isn't there? I think you gave more water to the one that you potted against the one that I potted. There's favouritism.
They probably want some water as well.
Yeah, I will. I'll go round. I'll go round later on tonight. Cool. Hold on.
Right.
Yeah.
I can see that that's like a flower coming out.
Yeah.
But are these all buds?
Well, that's a bud, isn't it? I
Well, that
think.
one is. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know whether when I thought I'd have to dead head because I was sure that there's been some flowers.
Yeah.
And I can't see dead heads, and then I was wondering whether these are, you know,
Well,
like the seed.
If
bud or
anybody's
something.
actually watching this who's knowledgeable, they
About
might be able to
dahlias.
tell us.
Like, because that
I
is
mean,
that a bud?
we
I
can-
don't know.
we've never really had dahlias, have we?
No,
So is it the same on this one?
that's cosmos.
No, not.
Yeah. So, yeah, look, they almost look like peppers, don't they?
They do.
And I don't know whether that's the bud or whether that's when the flower's gone and that's
I
what's
think that might have
left.
gone, that one.
'Cause look, that's one coming out
Yeah.
there, but then surely that's one that's already been.
Yeah, that's been. Yeah.
So I can take that off.
Yeah, and it comes away real easy, isn't it?
But they look very similar.
They do. Okay, well, I think you've worked it out yourself, haven't you?
I don't know, because like that, is that a bud or is that a... See what I mean?
Yeah.
How do I know?
But as you said, you're in charge of deadheading, so it's not my problem. Alright?
Thanks.
No worries.
Right, that's it for this video. It's just been documenting my last couple of days, really. Thanks for watching. If you could subscribe, that would really help, and leave a positive comment and a thumbs up. I shall hopefully do another video in a few days' time, and yeah, take care. See you soon.